A billionaire's warning about New York City has sparked a heated debate about housing policy and urban development. Barry Sternlicht, CEO of Starwood Capital Group, claims NYC will turn into Mumbai under newly elected Mayor Zohran Mamdani. But what's really behind this controversial comparison? Zohran Mamdani made history on November 4, 2025, becoming NYC's first Muslim mayor and youngest in over a century. The 34-year-old Democratic Socialist won on a platform centered around affordability, promising to freeze rents on rent-stabilized apartments and raise taxes on the wealthy. Sternlicht told CNBC that far-left policies could embolden tenants not to pay rent, creating a chain reaction where neighbors stop paying, essentially turning NYC into Mumbai. He said, "The far-left gets really nuts and says the tenants don't have to pay. Well, you can't kick them out if they don't pay. So the neighbor finds out the neighbor isn't paying and they don't pay and the next guy doesn't pay, and then you're basically going to turn New York City into Mumbai." If you look at Mumbai, you find these magnificent colonial buildings that are rotting because their owners can't make a return on investment keeping their buildings up. He claimed that such an attitude would create a ripple effect, undermining the city's rental market and property stability. His firm is considering vacating its New York offices, and he warned that if people feel unsafe or if Mamdani defunds police, the city faces a really tough time. Mamdani's plan would freeze rents across nearly 2 million rent-stabilized apartments. Earlier this year, the Rent Guidelines Board voted for a 3% increase for one-year leases and 4.5% for two-year leases, with new rates taking effect in October. Economists argue rent control throws sand in the gears of the housing market, causing landlords to defer maintenance and slowing new construction. Tenant advocates estimate a freeze could save renters $6.8 billion over 4 years, which also means it could cost property owners the same amount. Sternlicht blames expensive development costs on unions, noting that projects over $100 million must go union in New York, leading to extremely expensive housing. Meanwhile, Mamdani has promised to triple production of publicly subsidized, union-built, rent-stabilized homes to 200,000 new units over 10 years. The Mumbai comparison has drawn criticism for oversimplifying complex urban challenges in both cities. The real question isn't whether NYC will become Mumbai. It's whether Mamdani can balance tenant protections with maintaining a healthy housing market. His term officially begins January 1st, 2026, when these competing visions will be put to the test. For more news and updates, keep watching Live Mint.